Hi everyone. I just wanted to share a few things that are on my heart. I spoke to my son today and he was telling me that he had been watching some things online and reading some comments where people are like happy that, people's houses had been burned because, they deserve it, or it's God's judgment, or, they're rich and they have, plenty and everything. And it's just like, that mentality is just so horrible. It's like we should focus on lives and not on, okay, do you have more? Or do you have less? Because that mentality, judging someone because they have more, is the same mentality as judging someone because they have less. So we should judge people based on their heart and, who they are and not what they possess. I've lived my life where I've had nothing, had a single mother that was raising 6 kids on welfare. And, we were poor. We struggled. And then lived a life as an adult where I had more than enough. And so I've lived both sides, and I just feel like sometimes certain things are not in certain people's control. You could be born into a life of poverty, or you can be born into a life of excess, and you can still have the same heart. It's just a matter of, where your intentions are. And then to also lump everyone together because they lived in a certain area, they all fall under the same group. No, that's not true. And I'll share one of my experiences with that area. A couple months ago, I just, was just thinking, where am I going to go when the funds get, really, really low? Because it's like I'm basically living, month to month. And so I started just kind of thinking about, down the road, working and getting back on my feet and stuff like that. And I had somebody reach out to me who lives in Malibu and offered me a place to stay for free. I could park my RV and live on the property, and there was no strings attached, nothing. It was just an extra house that was there being used basically as a prayer house on a good sized property, and they offered it to me. And I never had peace about it though. I just was thinking, I don't know. I just had this feeling like something was going to happen. And I kept telling my friend, I don't want to fall into the ocean, I didn't think fire. I wasn't thinking there was going to be a fire. I just kept thinking there was going to be an earthquake. And I just didn't want to be that close to the coast, Like, I love California. California is my state. But I didn't want to be right on the edge, especially with, where we're at right now. I feel like things are happening that are written in the Bible, the end times. And so, we're getting really close. And so, nobody knows the day or the hour or anything like that. So we live our life as if, we are expecting a future here, but also expecting a future in eternity. We can't just live day to day and be like, okay, this is it. I come back as a lizard next time. No. No, nobody wants to be a lizard. I'm just kidding. No, but the word says, absent from the body, present with the Lord. And it also says that it's designed for a man to only die once, right? So when Jesus was at the cross with the sinners on both sides, he didn't say, today you're going to be a lizard in paradise. He said, today you will be with me in paradise. I'm sorry. Anyways, that's just basically what I wanted to say was, we should be praying for people and coming together and not bringing judgment, not bringing criticism. You know, that's for God to judge. That's for God. Like, leave it in God's hand to, you know, to do that. And we don't know, you know, we don't know what or why this happened. You know, I was talking to my son and I'm like, well, you know, you tell God we don't want you, we don't need you, we keep you out of the schools, we keep you out of our homes, we keep you out of, you know, our lives. And then disaster kind of happens and then you're like, God help me. It's like, well, you kicked him out. You know, you mocked him at your events. You mocked him at, you know, you've got leaders that, you know, are against God. And I don't believe that God created the fires, but I do believe that God will protect you amongst the fires and the winds and the storms. And I'm not saying that people who have perished weren't believers. It might have been their time, you know. So we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. But meanwhile, don't judge and hurt and criticize people that you don't know. Don't bring that. It just causes a nation to be more divided than it really is. So just pray for your neighbors, bless your neighbors, and help your neighbors, and just, you know, try to come together and speak good things. Don't speak word curses. Don't condemn people, you know, because that same judgment is going to be brought on you. You know, the same unforgiveness will be brought on you. So be careful what you speak. Be careful the actions you do. Be careful how you judge. It'll come back on you. So anyways, that's just what I wanted to say. Whether you agree or disagree, just be kind. Be kind to people. Be kind to everybody. Everybody's struggling with something. So just be kind. Be loving. Be supportive. Be helpful. All right? Okay. Bye, guys.